Build a wooden ship. It is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. This manual was given by God to Noah and instructed him to build an ark. More than 4,000 years later, a new chapter of the story has been written, and it's also inspired by God. The Ark of Noah in Dordrecht in the Netherlands. On around 20,000 square meters, the builders created an original dimensioned replica of the ark, which is one of the largest and oldest wooden ships in history.
I have built this ark to tell people about God. People have a choice to follow God. If they don't do that, they automatically choose against God. We want to tell everyone that the ark saved a remnant, like God always saves a remnant, but is also exemplary for Jesus, who died on the cross for our sins and wants to save you and me.
Initially, you have, of course, the creation story in Genesis, and a very important story that happens throughout Genesis is, even though shortly described, the story of Noah. So what does it mean to my life? Is that if I believe in the foundations of the Bible, I can believe in the further and comprehensive stories of the Bible that we find throughout the Old and New Testament.
Now, this wooden ship wants to go on another long journey to the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro.
We are now planning to bring the ark to Rio for the Olympic Games. 3.5 billion people will be watching the events in Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, Brasilia on their television screens.
There are many different advantages to the harbor and the city of Rio that can be named. One of the great advantages is that the Ark of Noah will be the second largest event happening in the city of Rio next to the Olympic Games. We will attract many families that will visit the Ark, that will be impressed by its size and impressed by all its technology that it has inside of it.
The transport of the ark will cost more than €1 million in order to enter the port of Rio de Janeiro, just on time before the Olympic Games begin. For the realization, lots of technology and helpers are needed, and most of all, a lot of money.
In order to finance the cost, the transport, and the additional costs for the ark, we are searching currently and working with different partners in order to get all those costs covered. You could imagine that we are looking into areas such as pre-sales of tickets. You can think about business partners that are coming on board, either in Brazil or in Europe, that will help us support this project. If you want to support the project of the Ark, there are multiple ways in how you are able to support us. There are possibilities of donation, there are possibilities of providing free interest loans, but there are also possibilities of partnering with us and becoming one of our preferred sponsors. There are multiple ways in how you can participate in this project.
Ongelovige mensen zullen ook de ark binnenstappen.
There are non-believers visiting the ark, and many are skeptical, asking themselves if all this really happened. But God has told us, and it is stated in the epistle to the Romans, that everyone has the knowledge of God. And when they look at nature itself and all the animals within, they will have to admit that there is a divine creator.
The Ark offers a clear insight into the Bible and onto God. In the best of times, it will be like the times of Noah. We see it all around us: immortality, wars, abortions, and many replicas of the Ark. Coincidence? Together, let's send the Ark on its big trip. On a journey across the ocean, a journey to Rio de Janeiro, a journey to the Olympic Games, and a journey into the biblical story. Be a part of it and help the Ark reach Rio.